fundamental theorem of homomorphism. So this is very important theorem, so expected for university examination. So what is the statement of this theorem? So let G be a sum group. So if G is sum group, N is normal subgroup of a group G. N is normal subgroup. Then quotient group G by N, which is a homomorphic image of G. Homomorphic image mean homomorphism and onto. So this is mean homomorphic image. So it is our first part. Now converse part, if F from G to G dash, where G and G dash are group, homomorphism number one, and onto. Also we can say that G dash is a homomorphic image of G. Then prove that G dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So this is the statement of fundamental theorem of homomorphism. Now first part, this is very important theorem. Now first part, my aim is to prove that G by N is homomorphic image of G. So what is given? Given is N is normal subgroup of G. So my aim is G by N is homomorphic image of G. So I define a mapping G to G by N. So what is G by N? G by N is the quotient group. So what is my first step? Because I want to prove that this G by N is a homomorphic image of G. So I define, so remember, I define a mapping, so that is named as phi from G to G by N, this mapping. So this is defined by what is the member of G. If I take the member of G is A, then what is the member of G by N, which is equal to NA, so which is for every A belongs to G. So basically it is a natural homomorphism mapping. Now I want to prove that it is a homomorphism and onto. So there are two steps. One is homomorphism, second is onto. So first prove it is homomorphism. Let A and B, which is element belongs to G, and phi of AB, so this can be written as NAB by using the property of coset. So this can be written as NANB by using the definition of function. So this will be phi A into phi B. So this is a homomorphism. So clearly it implies phi is a homomorphism. So it implies this map phi is homomorphism. Morphism. Now second part, to prove that onto. So onto mean I take one element from this side and there exists a pre-image in G. So if there exists a pre-image in G, then that mapping is a onto. Now clearly, so directly we see that this mapping is onto, because if I take NA from G by N, then A exists. So if A exists, then its pre-image exists. So clearly it is a onto, but we write it as for every some element which is NA belongs to G by N, if this is for every, there exists A belongs to G such that phi of A which is equal to NA. So this means this mapping is a onto. So it means, it implies this phi is onto mapping. If phi is onto mapping, it is homomorphism. It is a onto. So it means G by N. This is a homomorphic image of G. Homomorphic image of G. So this is my first part. G by N is a homomorphic image of the G. So this mapping is called a natural homomorphism. So remember that the mapping from G to G by N is called a natural homomorphism. Now converse part. Now what is given? Now given is a sum mapping F from G to G dash, and this mapping is onto number 1, and number 2, this mapping is homomorphism. So my claim, our claim, G dash right hand side is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So my aim is G dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So this is my aim. Now I take N which is equal to kernel of F. So what is kernel of F? Kernel of F, it is all element X belongs to G whose image under F goes to identity of E dash, this values. So this is, I write kernel F is equal to N. So I would like to prove G dash isomorphic to G by N. To prove G dash isomorphic to G by N, so what is, I define a map. Phi, some another, because phi we already used this mapping. So I define a map sigma. This is from G dash, and this goes to G by N, because I write it as kernel F equal to N. So I define a map sigma which is from G dash to G by N. Now remember the given part. So what is the given part? Given part is F from G to G dash. This map is homomorphism and onto. So this map is homomorphism and onto. So this map is homomorphism and onto. Now if this map is homomorphism and onto, now from this, if this map is homomorphism onto, if X is X is any element belongs to G, then what is the element of G dash? That is a element Fx. So in that case, this element, if X belongs to G, then its image which is Fx, which is equal to G dash. So what are the element of G dash? The element of G dash are of this kind, Fx. So remember that. So this we define a mapping phi sigma, this is G dash. So since isomorphism is a equivalence relation, so I take this is as a first group and this is as second group. So as first I take G by N. So this is G by N. First I take G by N 2. This value which is equal to G dash. So this is defined by, what is the element of this? This is of this kind, Nx, and this value is, since x belongs to G, what is the element of G dash? This is of Fx type for every x belongs to G. So define the mapping of this kind. Now to prove it is a isomorphism, so I need to prove homomorphism 1 1 as well as on 2. So first this mapping should be well defined. So first this mapping should be well defined. So how we will prove this mapping should be well defined? If the element, if two elements are equal, then their image are also equal. Means I take so first step to show this mapping is well defined, to show this sigma is well defined. So if it is not defined, then there is no need to prove homomorphism 1 1 and on 2. First this mapping should be well defined. Now to prove the well defined, I take Nx is equal to Ny and prove that sigma Nx is equal to sigma Ny. So if I take Nx equal to Ny by using the xy inverse belongs to N, this is by using HA is equal to HB if and only if AB inverse belongs to H. Now what is N? N is kernel of F. N is kernel of F. And since N is kernel of F, and then it implies its image Fxy inverse, which is equal to E dash. So this is a E dash. So when we define, so this is equal to E dash. So if it is equal to E dash, to prove this xy x and this nx is equal to ny, and my aim is to prove nx is equal to ny. So I would like to prove f of xy which is equal to of this kind, right? Now here there is applicable, to prove it is a well defined, we need to prove that first it is a f is a homomorphism. So by given part, now this by given part, since f is homomorphism, so that is given part. So remember that f is homomorphism. If f is homomorphism, so this can be written as fx, this can be written as fy inverse, and this can be written as E dash. Again using the property of homomorphism, so this implies fx and this value fy power minus 1, and again using property of homomorphism, so this is a fe. Just simply I need not to change it, so this is a E dash. Now this implies f of x which is equal to f of y. So what it becomes? It becomes sigma of nx which is equal to sigma of ny. So this mapping, it implies sigma mapping is a well defined. So this is my first part to prove that it is a well defined. Now second part, it is a homomorphism. So to prove the homomorphism, I take nx and ny. These are two elements from G by n, where x and y belongs to G. Now sigma of nx ny, this values, this is equal to this values. So this, by using the property sigma of nxy, right? Now using the definition, so this will become a fxy. Now what is f? F is homomorphism. So this can be written as fx into fy. So what is fx? Which is a sigma of nx into sigma of ny. So this means this mapping sigma is homomorphism. So this is a homomorphism. So this is my first property. Now second, it is a 1-1. So third, it is a 1-1. So to prove 1-1, I take sigma of nx which is equal to sigma of ny. To prove that nx equal to ny, it implies, so using the definition, f of x which is equal to f of y, this values. Now since it is a homomorphism, so this can be written as fx fy raised to power -1 equal to e dash, this values. So this is a homomorphism, fx into f of y inverse which is equal to e dash, again it is homomorphism. So this can be written as f x y inverse which is equal to e dash. So it means if its image is identity, so x y inverse belongs to kernel of f. So what is kernel of f? So that is a n. So it implies nx equal to ny. So it means this function sigma is a 1-1 function. So this function sigma is a 1-1 function. Now to prove the onto. Now to prove the onto, what is the mapping? Mapping is sigma from G by n to G dash. So this is a mapping. So this mapping, to prove this is a onto, so I take, let y some element belongs to G dash from this, and also I know that f from G to G dash, this mapping is onto, we know that. So it means there exists x which belongs to G such that this y belongs to fx. So this y belongs to fx. By definition, this fx is equal to sigma of nx. So for every sigma there exists a nx which is a pre-image of y. If it is a pre-image of y, so it implies this mapping sigma is onto. If this mapping is sigma is onto, So this mapping G by N, this mapping sigma from G by N to G dash. So this is homomorphism 1 1 and on to homomorphism 1 1 and on to. So it means it is a isomorphism. So it implies G by N isomorphic to G dash. Since it is a equivalence relation, hold symmetry property, so also we can written as G dash isomorphic to G. What is the value of N? N is kernel of F. So this is very important result. So the basic converse part is very important. So if what we get from fundamental theorem of homomorphism, we get if we have any map from G to G dash, from G to G dash, and this map is simply G to G dash is homomorphism and onto. If it satisfies two conditions, then it implies by fundamental theorem of homomorphism this G dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. G by kernel of F. If this map is only onto only homomorphism, then it means this map is onto at this point, at this part F of G. So this is a onto at F of G. So if it is a onto at F of G, then F of G, so G dash is replaced as F of G, which is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So if only homomorphism is given, then we take F of G. If onto is given, then G dash is isomorphic to G by kernel of F. So this is very important theorem, so which is called fundamental theorem of homomorphism.